I almost died in 2016 from congestive heart failure. I didn't know I had heart problems when I went to the hospital. I thought I had pneumonia or something. I had a real bad cough for months, and I had shortness of breath a few times. But aside from that, I felt okay. I finally decided to go to the hospital to get checked out. And my blood pressure was sky high. 227/70. They ran some tests, and the doctor told me I had congestive heart failure. I couldn't believe it. The doctor didn't think I was going to make it. And they shipped me off to another hospital, a Boston hospital, Beth Israel. Once I was there, a doctor asked me if I wanted to be resuscitated if anything went wrong. I couldn't believe this was happening. I felt like I was in a bad dream, and I just wanted to wake up. The doctors and nurses talked like I could die, but I really didn't feel that bad. One of the doctors told me that my heart was only working about 20 to 25%. They wanted to do another test on me to see if I had any blockages. I wasn't really scared at that point, but I did feel alone. I had been praying off and on since I got to the hospital, but it felt like God was nowhere to be found. They prepped me for this test to see if I had blockages, and then they left me in a corner until the people were ready to take me in. I was just laying there on a table in the corner of this hallway, waiting to go into this room for the test. I prayed again, and I said, Lord, just give me a sign that you're there. I was really bummed out. But then suddenly, a lady walks by me, and she's singing a song. The song's called This Little Light of Mine. I don't know why she was singing it, but I knew that song from church. They used to sing it all the time at the church I went to. Well, after I heard that, I felt this peace come over me. And then the technician came in to take me off into that room for the test. And it turned out I didn't have any blockages, thank God. After the test was over, they took me back to my room. I turned on the TV and there was a commercial playing. And in the commercial, little kids were singing the This Little Light of Mine song. I was like, okay, God, are you trying to tell me something? This is the second time I heard this song. I got out of the hospital a few days later. I started watching some preacher on the Daystar Network one night. And in the middle of his message, he started singing the This Little Light of Mine song. I couldn't believe it. This is like the third time that I've heard the song now. I go to CVS a few days later to pick up my medication. And as I was sitting there waiting for them to give me my meds, I turned around and I noticed this little book near me. And it's called God's Promises. Well, I knew then that I was going to make it. I mean, hearing that song 3 times like that, and now I'm in CVS waiting for meds, and I just happen to turn around, there's a book called God's Promises, and it's a book full of scriptures. God was definitely telling me something. Well, I got better over time. And my heart, praise the Lord, went back to normal. God healed me. The doctors, meds, and my change of diet helped. But ultimately, it was God who healed me. People don't always come back from that kind of heart problem. I know it was God. Miracles still happen. God still heals people. If you have health problems, or if you just got a bad report from the doctor, don't give up. It ain't over till it's over. Put your life in God's hands. Trust Him. Do what you need to do. If you have to change your diet or quit smoking or exercise, take meds, go to doctor's appointments, whatever, do it. If you're not a Christian, you really should invite Jesus Christ into your life. You really need God. You don't have to go through all this alone. God healed me. And I know God can do something for you as well. God bless you.